sun's out, but it's chillier than I expected. Let's go this way. Just a bit of an equipment test today. This is going to be a pretty cold start actually. We'll be under the trees, out of the sun. I need a bit of air in my back tyre, but no matter. What is going on? Couple of reasons why I'm out this morning. It's Good Friday. That means Julie has 4 days off. But she's decided you're probably going to sleep for most of that. I decided it's too close to Tuesday already. Let's do something. Obviously was in his way. Oh no, her way, sorry. Their way. Whatever the right term is these days. Okay, what we got? Always got to be careful here. Pedestrians or cyclists could be coming the other way. You can still just about see movement through the tree, but that won't last much longer. Scooter boy. Stop, they are. Right, what we got? Somebody come around the roundabout, please. No, it's not going to happen. Oh well. Yeah, there we go. I know. What a hooligan. Didn't press the button for the crossing. You know, there's still a little bit of a car driver down in there somewhere. And, you know, what's the point in holding up traffic if there's no need? Just look for a gap. If it's busy, fair enough. But on a day like today, plenty of room, plenty of opportunities. No need to stop everybody just for the sake of crossing the road. Yeah, so we got some new kit. It's the type of stuff that we save up for with the coffee money and the AdSense from our videos, of which one video with 1,000 views makes us about 45 quid a month. So not, internet millionaires. I don't know where this idea comes from that all of a sudden you're rich if you get 1,000 subscribers. It's certainly not the case. However, if you put it aside, it does mount up, and it pays for things like new batteries and new wind muffs for the camera, and occasionally even a hotel room like on the FCC ride. So today I've got 3 new batteries for this GoPro, well, for Julie's chest cam as well, and I've bought 4 wind muffs because they're on special offer, buy one get one free sort of thing, or close to. So we can, well, the other ones were getting a bit saggy and you could hear the wind, and yeah, I even though I think we were getting away with it still, I don't like that. So yeah, let's get some new ones. I thought they just happened to be on offer, so that was yeah, good timing. Now which way are we going to go? Let's go straight down. I'm supposed to go around that way, but it actually takes me the opposite direction to what I want. So yeah, I'm riding on the path just for that 100 feet, even though it doesn't say that the cycle route ends. It just points me in a different direction. Yeah, so a lot of the problems we have with GoPros seem to be battery related. Some of our older batteries are now swelling up, don't really fit properly. They don't seem to have the power anymore to keep them running. So it was time to get some new ones. Now I've always bought GoPro original batteries. I am a subscribed member. I do get lower prices and all that for £50 a year. However, with the batteries, I've decided to go aftermarket and just see if there's a difference really. On this occasion, the camera didn't come up and say, "This is not original GoPro battery, we don't recommend this." It just switched on and worked. So maybe that's a good start, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how they last. I mean, you would hope that they would last longer than the old ones, the old GoPro batteries we've got. Obviously they're brand new, the old batteries are old. You know, but just see how they stack up against the newer ones we've got as well. We'll also see if every time we have to pull the battery in the cameras, we'll see if it's to do with the software, which I'm 90% sure it is, or if it's to do with the batteries. We'll see, eh? Everybody's been courteous on Good Friday. Let's get up here. Nasty little rise. Anyway, that's enough of that. Before I start getting all sorts of comments. Yeah, so wind muffs and batteries. Well, today it is actually chilly, so we'll see how the battery holds out in the cold. And also it's windy, so we'll also see how the wind muff holds out in the wind. Now I know that on most rides in our videos I look like the kid that forgot his PE kit. But today I am actually in full lycra, would you believe? If I say lycra, let's call it cycling kit. Yeah, plenty going on, isn't there? A bit scary that I've got to rely on a BMW. Well, I could have gone round on the bike path to the left here. The thing is, I then have to stop the traffic at the crossing to get back out on the road. So again, probably no need to do that when I can just stay in the middle of the lane, take my turn. I'm not really holding anybody up. Okay. Right, car behind. I'm going to take the lane. They're not looking to overtake. Radar's gone green, so they've slowed down. They're going straight on. That's good. I always like to look behind me in the corners because, of course, it's easier because you don't have to look far. You don't have to look around quite so far. But also, it just tells you whether you're going to be followed, whether they're going straight on. It means I can look ahead, check on what's going on. What do I need to do next? Now that is a strong headwind. So hopefully you might hear some whooshing of the wind around the bars or around my chest, but hopefully not in the microphone. Right, so what do we have? We have a Kia, is what we have. We have a Corsa. Again, I'm taking the lane, just take the place. Last thing I want is him trying to get through in front of me and blocking me in this narrow part of the bridge. I don't think either side of this is actually a shared path, so cyclists do have to take the road. And I'm guessing that's mainly because you've got restaurants and businesses there that step straight out onto the pavement. This one's 50-50. There is a cycle lane. There is an ASL. Thing is, it puts an awful lot of cars behind me that I want to overtake. Nobody turning left. No. Get a good gear. Right, they're going to try and get around me. I know they are. Yeah, he thought about it. Parked cars ahead, so I'm still not moving in. Right. That'll buy me a little bit of time. They'll have had to have stopped or slowed down at least. Stay in the middle, cars coming the other way. Still no room to overtake. That said, I'm doing over 20 miles an hour, so on a road like that, isn't that enough? Right, nothing came around behind me. Right, watch the Audi. She did take a second look, still tried to kill me. But there we go. Plenty of room at that junction to take evasive action if needed. She was just a bit close for comfort. I think she always had it under control though. She had definitely seen me. Okay, head out onto the quiet roads next. Always take it easy through here. There's front gates. Kids probably live in these houses. Take it easy. Morning.
Morning.
Very kind of you, thank you.
Okay.
Never forget, this was built as a footbridge. I got 32s on, so let's nip across the grass. Okay, all clear. Yep, all good. Will we get our second train of the day? I doubt it. Could I be that lucky in one day? One thing you're definitely not going to get is a yeehaw. Unless, of course, me saying yeehaw counts as a yeehaw, in which case you've just had 3. So on the last ride we did, 100 miler, Bovington, no, let's get it in the right order. We rode out to Wimborne, met up with Sam and Matthew, rode down to Sandbanks Ferry, through come on, get your brain in gear. My brain's on holiday as well. Yeah, so we rode to Corfe on road, coffee stop about 30 miles in, then across to Lulworth, ice cream stop about, you know, 30 something miles in, across the Wool, up through Bovington, through the army camp, and across the Bear Regis. Yeah, coffee stop. I think that's about 70 miles, I'm not sure. Anyway, it was only a Costa machine coffee at the local store, and then up over Bullbarrow, back down to Blandford, and back to Wimborne. For some reason, mine came up with 100 miles, my Wahoo, no problem. Julie's Wahoo ran out of battery. Still don't know why, because mine was on 44%. Both charged up. I'm going to have to check. I think she may have turned her backlight on when she was commuting in the dark, or had it on auto or something, because it doesn't seem to be any reason why Julie's Wahoo should run out that quick. But anyway, I got the 100 miles. Julie's Wahoo ran out at Wimborne, so she went across the Strava on her phone, and for some reason it wasn't enough, so she came up short just, and I crossed the line, but I had actually started mine about a mile late, halfway down Moordown. So none of this makes sense, and it just sort of pulls into question all of the stats that we get as amateur cyclists, if you like. And surely the professionals don't use anything like we do. They want accurate, consistent stats every single time. So it's nice to see 100 miles come up, but, but was it 100 miles? The other discrepancy was that we did the same route, Julie and I. Somehow she did 600 feet more climbing than me. And no, she didn't go the wrong way. Well, she did once, but only by a few hundred yards. So again, inconsistent. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I guess we've got to go with what we're given. So I'm saying I did 100 miles and I did 5,600 feet of climbing. Julie's saying she did 97, I think, and 6,083 feet of climbing. And that's it. What more can we say? We just go with the data that we're given. Morning. Right, look out for the gravel on this corner always. Of course, a couple of weeks ago we went and joined the FCC ride, the Cotswolds. Nice to ride with others again, catch up with a few of them and go out in a group. What we got? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, no problem. There he goes, just now, so plenty of room. Yeah, the Cotswolds is somewhere that we ride, well, have ridden, what, 3-4 times now? Can't remember, but it's funny, we seem to end up not on the same routes, but a lot of the routes overlap, so on the same roads. I guess it's the same for us here, but yeah, it might be nice to do some exploring in other parts of the Cotswolds in future. Definitely never been up the W before. That was a first. It won't be forgotten for a while. That said, it wasn't terrible actually. I was switching between granny gear and the next two on the cassette on the way up because it did undulate, so I was able to sort of maintain a cadence with the gears, which was nice. And yeah, headwind over the top, but I don't mind that. Bit of headwind never hurt anybody, as long as it is only a bit. I think that's the thing, isn't it? Hills come and go. Headwind is relentless. It certainly is today. I went into the wind continuously from the start. Morning. So I'm hoping for a fast return, but we'll see. Doesn't always work out that way, does it? Right, this is a fast road. 60 miles an hour or more down here sometimes. Cars both ways. Go in. Right, let's get over. It is wider here. I don't mind a bit of gravel. Got the wider tyres on. It's amazing how draggy this road gets when you've got a headwind, because it is ever so slightly uphill as well. Yeah, so going back to the FCC ride, Frosty's cycling crew. It's yet another of the groups on Facebook that we are sort of involved with, keep up with. I'm not very active on Facebook, that's for sure, but you know, keep an eye open, see what's going on, and they'll have a few more rides through the year, and hopefully we'll make an effort and have the time and get to ride with a few more people. I was watching a video this morning about clubs. Anyway, let's see if we can get through these dog walkers. They're in the Spanish formation, and if you've ever tried to walk along the promenade in Spain, you'll know what I mean. Good morning. There's plenty of room, don't worry, plenty of room. Thank you. Yeah, so look up Frosty Cycling Crew on Facebook and Strava, and you know, just keep up with what's going on. Obviously we are also involved with Dorset Grit and Gravel, Hampshire Gravel Cyclists as well. Due to time constraints and things, we've not been out with the groups as often as we should have done recently. Little bit of illness here and there, and just wanting to spend some time together. And I don't know, I don't think we've dropped off on purpose, for sure, but I do think we have purposely gone out together on our own, maybe with just one or two others. Keep it social, sort of get back into the whole cycling thing gently. The sun's coming out now, the summer's coming, hopefully we can get out on a few more gravel rides, longer days, etc., and make it easier. But I don't think it's just us. Quite a few of the groups haven't ridden for a while now. Hampshire Gravel Cyclists used to do the midweek rides. They seem to drop off. I don't like to say maybe the wet winter has something to do with it. So I think we're all a pretty hardy bunch. But I think possibly it was a factor. And just time constraints. I think everybody's just got so much busier since sort of lockdown has lifted and we've gradually got back into the swing of things, and I think we've almost gone the other way. I think we've got busier than it was before. Maybe we've been looking to ramp it up back to sort of normal levels, and we've sort of overshot the target a bit. But, not suggesting that's a bad or a good thing. I think it's just something that I've noticed, and could be a reason why there's not so many people going out on rides at the moment. Just time constraints. I really must adjust that rear derailleur. Yeah. So all new cables on the 100-mile ride. And just towards the end, the change, it wasn't quite as crisp. You expect that. A lot of hills, there was a lot of gear changing. And of course, have I cleaned the bike since then? No. Have I done any maintenance? No. Very naughty. I really should have done. trim that. Oh, come on. The brain's saying yes, the man flu is saying no. It's a constant battle. The legs are saying, make your bloody mind up. That was a bit draggy, that one. Anyway. Bit of a snotty nose. Not really a surprise. Oh dear. Morning. Perfectly executed. You know what they say? Don't make the pass if you can't make it stick. Obviously I'm saying that to my legs more than anything else. Ah, here he comes. Right. Hey. take it wide. Could be bumpy through here. Cool. Quack. Water's gone down a lot. That was right up to the bridges here. Proper spring, I think, this year. A few showers. Nice bright sunshine. Right, hopefully that car will turn off. They didn't. Yes, they did. Right. Smell-o-vision required. Smell of the country. Right, definitely going to stop for this one. Hopefully it's clear. Yes, it is. Right, let's go. I'm hoping this road won't be too busy. The lorries tend to get routed down the spur road these days. So whereas this used to be the main road into Christchurch from Ringwood, doesn't happen so much anymore. Still get big farm machinery come down here, but of course they're running pretty slow. It can create a situation where cars get impatient to overtake. But anyway, fingers crossed. bit bumpy. Chip seal in that. The line is right on the edge, so even trying to find the smooth white line, a little bit precarious this close to the edge, especially on a big road like this. I think I'd rather hold a safe line in the lane than go for the smooth, speedy white line. Of course, normally you'd have a polished line where the vehicle trail tyres go. No such luck on this road. It's just not worn out quite enough. Saddle feels a bit low, I'll be honest. I'll have to check that. Or maybe my stomach's just a bit bigger. Holes. Vintage car, an old Morris Mog. Nothing behind. Sounds like the chain needs a bit more waxing. Done about 200 miles on this waxing, so it's not bad. Some of it was wet, and the wet usually kills it pretty quick. Julie's had a wax before the 100 miler last week. This one, yeah, it was just before the Frosties ride, and that was wet, so it's done well. Yeah, so with what I'm doing today, that's about 200 miles. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll heat the wax up when I get back, leave it in there, have it shower. It'll be done by the time I get out. Perfect. I mean, It's 12:15, sorry. It's 12 minutes past 10. So I don't know if Julie will be up yet or not. This is the problem with this road, but most of it is great, nice and wide. There's just a few places like this where it's narrow and bendy. Right, got to look out for the Avon Causeway here. I won't be going along it. A lot of traffic comes down through there. All good. We snuck out for a cheeky harvester last night. Oh, I'm feeling it. But hopefully I'm burning some of it off. Right, so that was 1 hour on the first battery. Not bad. Everything's turned on. The image stabilization, what have you, so it's on 2.7K, full stabilization. Hello. Oh, there we go. So it's got a bit of work to do. So 1 hour so far. There he goes. I thought he would. Wishes he could afford an Audi, so he's going to drive it like one. Right, okay. Right. Right, Land Rover went the other way. So I'm using the Magic Shine See Me radar. It's basically a Garmin in disguise. I don't know if it uses the same technology. You know, it could be yeah, letting others use their technology for a fee, obviously, but seems to work the same, looks the same sort of features. I've got mine set so the light is always off until it detects something, and then the light flashes, because in the daytime and on long rides, I think, you know, you don't need the light if there's nobody there to see it. I do tend to carry a couple of second backlights, sometimes one, sometimes two, just in case. It's quite easy to forget to turn it off when you stop somewhere, but of course it's still detecting, so you can use up battery when you're in a coffee shop or somewhere like that and you haven't turned it off. But you know, that's just the human element, isn't it? Right, well, we're going down towards Christchurch now. We're going to turn round towards the west. Now usually that's the prevailing headwind, but when we were going east earlier, that was definitely a cold easterly wind, so I'm hoping from here I should have a nice easy cool down chilled ride home. I just accept that I won't be able to ride as fast going through town, too many junctions, too much traffic. You know, better to be safe than try and go flat out. I've still got a crosswind a little bit at the moment. It's not hampering me too much. I can definitely feel it, but not terrible. Hey, what happened there? Thought I'd snap the chain for a minute. Yeah, so I'm sort of testing everything at the minute, it seems. Definitely the microphone, Windjammer and the batteries, but also the new gear cables. They've obviously bed in quite nicely now, and I get it on the stand, give it a good clean, wax the chain, adjust it all, then take it for a ride, adjust it again. So it's never the same on the stand as it is on the road. Of course, that's times 2, because I'll have to do Julie's bike as well. Well, this is about a limit of the fast stuff. There's no point trying to brave it along the bypass. A lot of cars out today, actually. Julie might be spending the Easter holiday in bed, but doesn't look like many other people are. I just had this seat all comfortable and everything. Right. Okay. The wind has changed again. I can't win. That said, it is nice and warm this time, which it wasn't earlier. Yeah, I'm not going to get involved in that. Go this way. Get on the bike path at the other end. This Manfrey is getting on my tits now, I must admit. It needs to go away. Right. I can't remember. I think. Yeah, it is. This is a bike path all the way to the school from both directions. Yep. No longer a bike path, is it? You see, it's so weird, isn't it? So what have I got to do now? I've got to cross the road, I suppose. Where is it? They didn't say it ended, and there's Beryl bikes there. An official Beryl bike station, so... Bus. Yep, let's get some power. Bumpy, bumpy. All good. Right, great big crack in the road here. Must miss it. Yeah, all good. He was going to let him out. He did as well. Right, so that gets us back to the hospital. I don't quite feel like I need to go straight in there. But that was a pretty good ride. I enjoyed that. Time will tell how the technical bits worked and performed, but I'm not quite up to my best, but that was a fair old push. It was good. Right, they're turning right, so these will stay red. Right, them over there will go next, which means this one will stay red. No problem. It's all good. Right, a bit of a warm down. I don't seem to be getting cramp as often as I used to. I never get cramp when I'm riding. Though last year on the Isle of Wight, it just twinged a little bit, and I think it was because it was wet and cold, as well as hard work. But yeah, after rides, I get a hamstring cramp, and that could be because I don't use them. Maybe they're weak and I should do more exercises to strengthen them. But yeah, the last few rides it seems to have gone away. I'm a little bit more careful what I do after a ride, so I tend not to sit with my legs stretched out in front of me, so I don't flip the footstool up on the settee or anything like that. I keep them bent, I try and keep them moving a little bit. It seems to be doing the trick. I haven't had cramp for a while, and that includes in the night as well. Now I just see why roads are really good. Because you don't have any of that messing around. I mean, they're not very good for cars, obviously, because you just sat in queues, but anyway. Back along the golf course, down to the 5 ways, and then home. I can't work this wind out. I feel like I've had wind in every direction, but it's definitely easier coming this way, I think. So it was a headwind to start. For who? Cars are getting bigger and uglier, aren't they? Look at the state of that. Just looks like a box. Vast amounts of paint. Nothing in it. Just a flat box. I know it's aero, I know it's efficiency of space and all that, but seems the creativity has gone. Even in sport, creativity is stifled. It's all about not losing and grabbing a win if you can. Makes it dour. It's all gone. No, I said I wouldn't talk about it, didn't I? Anyway, I'm going to stick to riding bikes because I quite enjoy riding bikes. Right, no traffic around me, which is perfect. Yep, always back myself against that kind of sprint. home again. Well, what are we on? 45 minutes on this battery, are we? No, 30. So this one's not going to run out, I wouldn't have thought. But assuming they all have the same performance, let's hope it's an hour each, which is great. Anyway, if you've watched this far into the video, I hope you're on your trainer at least. If not, go out and ride your bike if you can, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.